welcome back. This is episode 16 of Football Manager gameplay with Lanzarote / Canary Islands. It's episode 3 on Football Manager 2024, but episode 16 overall as we carried it on. So let's go ahead and get into it. So what's happened since last time? Since last time last time we finished, I think, 13th in La Liga at the end of the season. We are now in August 27th, 2028. Approaching the end of the transfer window. The end of the transfer window is here. I thought, why not have a little look at the transfers that we've done so far. Talk you through them, and then we'll probably play this game against Barcelona on screen. So far this season, we are 8th in the league. I think we've played 2 games. Here we go. Yeah, we've played 2 games. We drew 1-1 with Atletico Madrid, and we beat Real Betis 2-0. We are now away in the new camp against Barcelona, where we got, I think, an okay result last year. We got beat 4-1 at home. We got beat 4-1 away. Never mind. I think it was this game I'm thinking of. Yeah. So let's take a look at the transfers that we've made in the off season. So a lot of loans going out. So this is Alberto Espinola going out, Diego Roig, Sebastian Botta, who was the goalkeeper I brought in, but unfortunately due to the way that we're only allowed 3 non-EU players, Botta was one of those who, because he's 18, I don't feel too bad about sending him out on loan to, I think, the second tier with Cadiz. Second tier. So he's going to go and get some game time as Cadiz's starting goalkeeper. You'd see he's already played 2 games so far this year. Pretty happy with that, to be honest. We'll talk around goalkeepers a little bit more because Jede van Wijnen has also gone out on loan. And Di Francesco, actually, is also a goalkeeper. He's gone out on loan too. Diosdado Akapo left for 12.25 million upfront, raising to 16.5 million in the future, to Almeria. I don't remember if we have a buyback clause on him or not. I know we tried to at some point, but I don't remember if we got it in there or not. If we did, it was quite high anyway, which I probably would never activate. Markel Lozano has gone back out on loan. Fidalgo has also been sold. Unfortunately, not for a lot of money, but he's gone to Bochum. I just had too many strikers and too many right wingers, and we're also playing a system this year. We're going to flick between 2 systems. One has right wingers and one doesn't, so I didn't think I needed like a 4th choice striker and a 3rd choice right winger. I think I'd rather have the roughly 2 million. Javier Sandoval and Francisco Mohamed have also gone out on loan. I've skipped over 2 sales there. Granit Xhaka to St. Gallen and Javier Araujo to Brighton. The reason I've skipped over those 2 is we only brought them in this year on freeze. Or I think is it the back end of last year it counted? Yeah, here we go. So Xhaka was on a free after leaving Bordeaux. And then Javier Araujo was on a free after leaving Fulham. Xhaka got upset with me for bringing in Lagarto in the middle. He wants to be the sort of out-and-out first choice centre mid, which he wasn't going to be. He was in for a backup to Bajcetic in this defensive midfield position. So he wanted out straight away, basically. And then Javier Araujo, due to a couple of really nice signings at the end of the sort of unexpected signings that I didn't see coming, we were over on our foreigner allowance. The same reason why Botta had to go out on loan. But we were over on it, which meant that Araujo just didn't have a place in the squad. We got 400 grand from Brighton. We've got 2.5 million buyback if we ever want it. Because he is only 23, so at least we've got that in for the future. Now onto the ins. So at the back end of last season, we already knew about Julen Jonguero was coming in. Javier Araujo came in and left. Reece Williams has come in from Stoke on a free. as a centre back. Jorge Vieira, just as a youngster, really, Paraguayan. Sebastian Botta has come in and gone out on loan. Also, if he's not loaned out yet, I'm going to try and loan him out too. And then Xhaka, who's left. And then post July 1st, we brought in Robin Zentner in goal, because we didn't really have a goalkeeper after Jose Javier went back off his loan last year. We couldn't scrape together 9 million to activate his release clause. So he ended up leaving at the end of his loan, and Robert Zentner came in. He is 33. He's got a resolute personality, just looks a very good goalkeeper overall, and also I'm hoping that when he slips to the bench and Botta comes in, we can get this fairly determined up to resolute personality, just really try and give him some good traits, really. Ante Coric came in just to sit on the bench. If he ever plays, it'll be an issue. He's fine at what he does, but he's also very cheap, so absolute emergency backup, I think, is what his contract is yet, and he's come in exactly for that. Osvaldo Lagarto has come in from Manchester City on loan. This is the guy who forced Granit Xhaka out of the club, essentially. Very good. We've moved to playing two Metzalas this year, actually. So it's generally him and Gavrilovic playing as Metzalas. Nacho Vidal came in just to bolster up that right wing back a little bit. Right back. The right back that we have there anyway, Lewis Ndai, is injured for the start of the season anyway. So Nacho Vidal, at the very least, will have impacts or potential moving into the rest of the season. Toussaint Coppens has come in from Wolves on loan. Really like his determination, his personality. I think we have the option to buy him for fairly cheaply. 7.5 million. If we want to at the end of the loan. He's got good traits for a centre back, especially at 22. Decent traits for a defensive midfielder. I don't know if he's going to be worth 7.5 million, but we'll give him this year, see how he develops, and then make the decision based on that. I like his work rate, I like his teamwork, his determination. Really good mentals, really good physicals. Technical, he's not there, but if he develops that this year, he's probably easily worth that. Tom Angermeyer is a defensive midfielder on loan from Hertha. We've got a £4 million clause on his loan as well. Defensive midfielder, ball winner, really good tackling, good mentals, really good physicals, high potential, resolute personality. I'd be amazed if we don't trigger this 4 million. And then Bajcetic moves to the bench, and this guy gets the starts based on next year. And then, as I mentioned, Jose Javier. He left us on loan at the back end of last season to return to Burnley because we couldn't get together. I think it was 9.2 million or something like that to buy him at the end of the loan. And then they transfer listed him for 450k. And he's on a very low wage. He's happy being a backup. I'm very happy that, if he ends up as our backup goalkeeper for 10 years with these stats, these attributes, I'd be very happy with it. So next year, depending on how we can work around foreigners, the idea is that Botta comes in as first choice goalkeeper, Zentner drops to the bench, and then Jose Javier probably swaps on the bench with Zentner. And I've left out two players to talk about at the end. They are Dane Scarlett, who joins on a free from Tottenham, and Liam Delap, who joins on a free from Man City. Really excited about what these two can do. Two young English strikers. I think they're both 24 and 25. Really exciting. I think Dane Scarlett so far this season has an assist for Liam Delap, and Liam Delap has 3 goals in 2 appearances. Delap's a pressing forward, Scarlett's an advanced forward, which you can see in our tactics here. This is a sort of general makeup of the squad at the minute. Jose Javier has just been registered, so he's going to move to the bench. I've deregistered Mario De Luis. We'll move Angermeyer to defensive midfield for this game. So it's been Zentner, Juliao, Williams, Borg, and Jose David. Jose David and Williams are probably going to swap this left-handed centre-back position when Lewis and Dye is fully fit again, but he's not at the minute. Tom Angermeyer, Legato and Gavrilovic as Mazzalas, Santa Maria as a box-to-box, and then we've got Delap and Scarlett as pressing forward and advance forward, both on quite attacking mentalities. Guerrero will come in the middle every now and then. Bashchich play defensive midfield every now and then. Same with Coppens as a sort of backups for these three. Teo Asgard has, I think he's made one sub appearance so far this year at Mazzala. Jimmy just a backup everywhere really. Villarino is the backup striker, and then we've got Vidal. The only thing is we are dropping Javi Moreno and Nico Pats to play this. Nico Pats hasn't taken it well. But we always have this tactic if we want to swap between them, which I think we probably will, but as a cautious, short passing team, this is probably the best tactic for us overall. I will drop you for this. So let's get into this game against Barcelona. Jose Javier 45. I haven't actually seen the Barcelona team for the last couple of years. I think prior to this is, I think, the last game in La Liga this weekend. Prior to going into this, Barcelona were third and we were sixth, I think. Ter Stegen, Eric Garcia, Jules Koundé, Ronald Araujo, Marc Cucurella. Nico, who I think is a kid at Barcelona. De Jong, Gavi, Rafinha, Fati, and Torres. Okay. This is away, so we're obviously not going to bring too many fans. Nico actually is a real player. At Barcelona. Okay. So how this tactic works so far is generally keeping it tight in the first sort of 20 minutes. And then following on from there. But never mind. Ansu Fati gets in at the back post from a Ferran Torres header. And it's 1-0 Barcelona. I think playing cautious against Barcelona is probably the best. We are a fluid counter-attacking team. We really need to get better defensively this year compared to last year. Last year we were absolutely atrocious. I think we conceded 88 goals in 38 league games, somewhere around there. I'm not too worried about going down this year. I'm not really worried at all about going down this year. It was Tenerife, Girona, and somebody else who came up. That's half time with only one highlight in the first half, and it was their goal. So I'm not particularly bothered about going down this year. I'm fairly confident we'll end up in the 9th to 13th range, maybe troubling Europe if we go on a good run. And they've taken Ter Stegen off injured, which is interesting. So I'm not too bothered about the teams that have come up. I don't think they will worry us particularly. Here's Scarlett on a counter-attack. Tackled. I'm going to change... Oh. Okay, to Lanzarote corner. We'll watch this and then make change the fullback to be a little bit more attacking. Never mind. think Nacho Vidal probably has to come off with David, just with him being booked already. 6.4 for Lewis Borg. 6.4 for Santa Maria. I think we can afford to get a little bit more expressive here. So I will put Santa Maria onto being a deep lying playmaker, in the hopes that it just forces a couple more sort of through balls. In fact, he can come off and Telo Asgard can come on behind the strikers as a second striker, and then maybe push the wing backs forward. Obviously, this is quite attacking, but at 1-0 down, we don't really have anything to lose if we lose 2-0. So we might as well have a little go at Barcelona, especially since we're away. They have a free kick. It's ball forward to Fatty. Zentner collects. It's a long kick. Headed away, and they're attacking again down the left wing. But Borg gets footed. Oh. The referee is checking a potential penalty against Borg. Play on. He's offside, surely. Ugh. Okay, and it's an own goal from a corner from Lagarto to end the game. Barcelona win 2-0. Quite a good performance. We just couldn't get the ball forward. But it leaves us in 10th place with a 0 goal difference and 4 points. Fairly happy with it. I think Alaves were the other team that came up. Yeah, I mean, not too worried about it. Julio will get a pay increase, that's fine. I can't foresee any other changes to the squad before the end of the transfer window. The only thing is that Gavrilovic is being bid on by Wolfsburg. Offer me up to 20.5 million. I think he has a £30 million release clause. Yeah, unless any team hits that, he's staying. And I will come back maybe the start of January, maybe the end of January, just to give a wrap up of how we're doing so far. And I'll also cover then how we're doing in the UEFA Nations League. We haven't played any games with Canary Islands yet, so there's no point taking you through that right now. So thank you for watching. I will see you next time. And in fact, let's have a quick look, see if we face anyone big in January. There we go. January, we face Barcelona on the 28th. We'll come back and we'll play that game on the next video. So thank you for watching, and I will see you for that Barcelona game at the end of January. Thank you.